Are you religious? Are you spiritual? Maybe you think you're both. Is there a difference?
And I'm not talking about religion, I'm talking about spirituality.
The nature, or what you call God, is not male or female. The Creator is beyond male and female.
Abraham is supposed to be the father of the Hebrew people. In the Bible, it says, and you go check, it says this is an allegory. What is an allegory?
A list of like stories that...
It's a made-up story to explain a concept, one idea. So there really wasn't nobody named Abraham. That's an allegory. We got to start someplace. So we're going to make up a story. We give the guy a name, and now we give him some sons, and they got him coming into Egypt because we got to legitimize them now. They don't have no Bible, no book before they come to Egypt.
It comes after.
They don't have no writing system. You understand me? So everything that you contribute, the best that they have, all came out of ancient Kemet. And the whole thing about slavery, no. Ancient Kemet didn't have slavery. Sometimes we had prisoners of war and stuff like that, but you didn't have slavery.
So that when we had prisoners of war, did we make them part of our army?
Sometimes they became part of the army. Sometimes they could just become citizens of the people, intermarry and stuff like that. Okay. So the whole Moses thing is a made-up story. It's a made-up story.
Fact.
That story can be found in ancient Kemet in the 3rd dynasty. Their baby was put in the manger, went down. The Hebrews stole the story. It was on the walls in ancient Kemet. So they took a whole bunch of the story about the locusts and all of that. That's another story of ancient Kemet. The story about the water parting. That's Pepe. That's a story from Pepe. He got bored one day, was out in his boat, and one of his wives dropped her necklace in the water that he had given her. So she started crying. So he had his musician get it. So he said, well, we'll give her another one. She said, no, that one was special. So the musician parted the water. So that's where the Hebrews got the whole thing about Moses parting the water. It's a story that came from Pepe, who was in the 5th golden age. I mean, the 5th, so-called 5th dynasty. So all those stories existed already, and somebody put them together.
Allegorize them.
Right. And they took also some from Canaan. So they took stuff from Canaan, the Babylonians, and then made their own. If you look at the Torah, now the Torah is really wicked. The Torah has stuff like you can have sex with your daughter until she gets 9. Stuff like that's not ours. That's Asiatics. And real Jews, the Jews there, they go by the Torah.
Right.
So they don't. Only the Hebrew Israelites use King James version of the Bible. I don't understand that at all.
Right. That makes no sense. So they should be going by the Torah, which is the Old Testament.
Right. And they're homophobic. And all the guys who put the Bible of King James together were all homos. So I don't even understand that phenomenon. Am I finished with that?
Yes. I didn't mean. I just because you spoke about circumcision, so I wanted to ask.
And let me just make one more statement. After Akhenaten's time, Israel, when it came into existence, the first time we hear that name is during Akhenaten's claim, right? Israel. Israel, which means Aset, Ra, and El. And El is a word for God. So Isis, Ra, and another
Israel.
Wow. So that's an African name. That doesn't come from them, okay? So now, they were under siege by the Babylonians, and the whole country was ready to destroy. Tahaka in the 25th dynasty came and saved them from being exterminated. Or we wouldn't even be talking about Jews today. The Babylonians was going to put it just because the original so-called Jews came out of Canaan and Babylonia. Right? So these people were coming back and was going to put an end to them. And Tahaka and the 25th dynasty, so-called 25th dynasty, came and saved the Hebrew nation.